Greetings to everyone who's watching right now at PwD Disability Empowerment Projects channel, TDE Project. Welcome, this is your host, Mr. Chabalala. Guys, I'm so excited to have you today. I hope we are all doing well. I hope everyone is enjoying the week and the month that we are in, which is the month where we recognize Intellectual Disability Awareness Month. I hope everything is going well, my friends. Today I decided to talk about this topic. When I was doing my dissertation with the Swan University of Technology, which is titled Creating Accessible Adventure Tourism Experiences in South Africa, there's something that I've recognized during all the data collection process. And also when I was busy opening the Swan Disability Empowerment Project, when we were doing door-to-door outreach and all these other programs whereby we're interacting with people with disability, I got so close with people with disability and I picked up something that I think we need to talk about this. I think and I've discovered and I've seen and I've recognized that people with disability are so angry. They are living under anger. My friends, you are angry. They are so angry and I don't know how we're gonna heal them, but I think it's gonna take time to heal our friends with disability. The government is failing, the Department of Education is also failing when it comes to the educational side, the health wellness programs are failing, the justice system is failing, everyone is failing, including myself. We are all failing to heal people with disability. And what is so painful is it's difficult to break through, to promote the rights of people with disability. Many theses have been written, articles have been written, books have been written, gazettes have been written and published. The social development has many articles emphasizing on promoting and protecting the rights of people with disability. But it's something that which is just the books, the shelves. It's not happening. And people with disabilities are not happy. They have anger. When you approach them, they think that you are about to use them for getting money. When you approach them, they think that now it's time for you to use them for ritual things or for sacrifices. When you try to talk to them and bring a proposal to them, they don't want to listen. They are angry because they've been used for a long time. And I'm making this video with all my heart to say, my friends with disabilities, I see and I've observed how angry you are. And I'm trying, this is the little I can do these videos, do this organization, publish whenever I can, doing all these theses that I've mentioned. This is all I can. People who have power, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And you know what, let me tell you, even people with disability who have been empowered to sit in higher positions so that they can reach out to those who are still down there, when they get there, they forget about their brothers. I've seen it and I know it. They enjoy riding the wheelchairs in the offices. They enjoy riding those crutches in the offices, in big offices. They enjoy those special treatment. They have forgotten that they were put in power by their fellow brethren to be there in those positions so that they can open doors for our brothers and sisters with disabilities. This frustrates our people with disabilities. What makes our people with disabilities so angry? The education system is expensive for them. They can't travel the world. Traveling is expensive for them. The medical industry is expensive for them. Nothing is cheap for them. Every service they need to pay double. If they want to go to the mall, they pay for their own taxi fee, and the person whom they are traveling with will help them in the process. When they get to the restaurant, they need to buy their food and pay food for someone who is taking care of them. Some who are using guide dogs, they are not welcome somewhere with those guide dogs. Those who are using wheelchair, the public transport does not accommodate them. A taxi will just pass them because the taxi driver is thinking, I'm going to have to stop, take this person, put him in a taxi, take the wheelchair, fold it, put it in the bag. I'm losing clients. Another colleague who's driving a different taxi will be passing quickly and taking other clients. I'm leaving this person. And people with disability are angry. They're angry. They lack love. They can't have relationships. They can't have opportunities. There are so many barriers that are there that makes their life so difficult, and they are angry. They are angry with everyone. They are even angry with me. They are angry with you. They are angry with everyone because the world is not inclusive. South Africa is not inclusive. Africa is not inclusive. The whole continent is not inclusive. The whole world is not inclusive. When you can go to Google Scholar, Google articles that talk about people with disability, you will see that globally people with disability are crying, are angry. They want their voice to be heard. And little has been done. There are 7 universal principles of design that have been published in different articles that could help to make people with disability to feel welcome in our communities. The social model of people with disability, it's there to enhance accessibility for people with disability. But they are just in the literature, they're just in the papers, they're just written for, I don't know for what, but it's not helping. It's not helping. But let me tell you something. It begins with you and me. You know, whenever you see someone with a disability, it is your responsibility, it is my responsibility to make sure that we heal them. It's your responsibility, it's my responsibility to make sure that we protect them. It's your responsibility, it's my responsibility to make sure that we become their eyes, their voice, their ears, their hands. It is our responsibility to make sure that nothing happens that does not include them. Everything must include them. Everything must accommodate even people with disability. You know, we have these political parties and we have all these movements and organizations, but never heard even a single politician who said, if you vote for my party, I'll make sure that this country becomes inclusive for all. Never heard. Never heard. And this makes people with disability to have so much anger. They are angry. Now, there are systems in place that are brought to protect the rights and the well-being of people with disabilities. And yet people with disability are still in crisis because they are disappointed because those who've been given those responsibility or that responsibility to make sure that the voice of people with disabilities is heard, they're not even passionate about that. They don't even love that role. They are there because of the money. They are there because they are not working. They can't even speak a proper language to address people with disability. I was disappointed when I was reading some of the Gazette, the government documents which protect the rights of people with disability. The language that was used there was very disappointed. We still have to go and review some of the literature that has been put out there to protect the rights of people with disability. That the very same literature, it's not inclusive. The language that is used is totally wrong. For example, you find in the government gazette, written by the Social Development, the Department of Social Development, it calls people with disability with discriminatory phrases such as the blind, the dwarf, the deaf. You see those titles. It's like using those apartheid language, which was used to address black people. Language that was not accommodative, language that was not inclusive, language that made a human being not to feel like they are human. Now, when you speak to people with disability and address them with phrases that makes them feel who they are, or what's happening with their body, or their state of mind, it's actually excluding them to feel that they are human. So people with disability, brothers and sisters, they are angry. They have so much anger. The world is not friendly for them. I saw a video on YouTube whereby our president was attending an event of people with disability, and he spoke nicely, Mr. President Cyril Ramaphosa. He spoke nicely about people with disabilities and about programs that need to come, economic empowerment for people with disability. But it was a nice presentation. But there's no action. There is no action, and there is no progress, and there is no proper results. And I'm asking myself, how are we going to heal our brothers and sisters? But you know what? Tshwane Disability Empowerment Project is here. It's here. Day by day, little by little, we will heal our brothers and sisters. Now, my message to all people with disability is this. Calm down. Don't be angry. It's not all of us. It's not all of us. Some of us understand, yet we don't have power. If we were rich, if we had all the money and all the resources, we would be doing better. I so wish that one day we might have a university of people with disability, NEFSAs, special for them. All these facilities, with proper equipment, proper lectures, proper resources to empower people with disability. But it will take us a long way, but we'll get there. Shout out to all my friends. I love you so much. Goodbye.